Unit 2. First greetings.
초면 인사.
Basic expressions. How do you do? I'm glad to see you.
처음 뵙겠습니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
How do you do? I'm glad to see you. How do you do? I'm glad to see you too.
처음 뵙겠습니다. 저도 역시 만나서 반갑습니다.
How do you do? I'm glad to see you too. I'm pleased to meet you.
만나서 반갑습니다.
I'm pleased to meet you. The pleasure is mine.
오히려 제가 반갑습니다.
The pleasure is mine. May I introduce myself?
제 소개를 드릴까요?
May I introduce myself? Let me introduce myself.
제 소개를 드리겠습니다.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Nate, a junior at Yale University.
저는 예일대 3학년에 재학 중인 네이트라고 합니다.
My name is Nate, a junior at Yale University. I hope we will become good friends.
우리 좋은 친구가 되었으면 합니다.
I hope we will become good friends. I work for General Electronics.
저는 GE에 근무하고 있습니다.
I work for General Electronics. May I have your name, please?
성함이 어떻게 되시죠?
May I have your name, please? How large is your family?
가족은 몇 명입니까?
How large is your family? Where are you from?
고향이 어디이십니까?
Where are you from? What's your nationality?
국적이 어디이십니까?
What's your nationality? Let me introduce my friend Sam.
제 친구 샘을 소개해드리겠습니다.
Let me introduce my friend Sam. Mr. Hunt, this is Mr. Smith.
헌트 씨, 이분은 스미스 씨입니다.
Mr. Hunt, this is Mr. Smith. I think I've seen you before.
전에 한번 뵌 적이 있는 것 같습니다.
I think I've seen you before. Lesson 1. Greetings with people met for the first time.
처음 만난 사이의 인사.
Do I know you?
누구시더라?
Do I know you? You look very familiar.
친숙해 보이는데요.
You look very familiar. Haven't we met before?
일전에 만나지 않았나요?
Haven't we met before? I must have seen you somewhere before.
예전에 당신은 만난 적이 있습니다.
I must have seen you somewhere before. We've met before.
전에 만난 적이 있습니다.
We've met before. Do I know you from somewhere?
일전에 어디서 만난 것 같은데요.
Do I know you from somewhere? We have talked of you often.
우린 여러 번 당신의 얘기를 했었습니다.
We have talked of you often. Is that the man you told me about?
저분이 바로 당신이 말하던 사람인가요?
Is that the man you told me about? I never forget a face.
저는 한 번 본 사람은 꼭 기억합니다.
I never forget a face. You must have mixed me up with someone else.
틀림없이 저를 다른 사람과 혼동하셨습니다.
You must have mixed me up with someone else. I didn't quite catch your name.
이름을 확실히 듣지 못했습니다.
I didn't quite catch your name. I'm sorry, but I didn't get your name.
죄송합니다만 성함을 잘 듣지 못했습니다.
I'm sorry, but I didn't get your name. How do I address you?
뭐라고 부를까요?
How do I address you? Please call me Stacy. It's my first name.
스테이시라고 불러주세요. 제 이름입니다.
Please call me Stacy. It's my first name. My boss often speaks of you.
사장님이 당신에 대해 자주 말씀하십니다.
My boss often speaks of you. I've been wanting to see you for a long time.
오래전부터 한번 찾아뵙고 싶었습니다.
I've been wanting to see you for a long time. I know him by sight.
저는 그를 얼굴만 알고 있습니다.
I know him by sight. Lesson 2. Getting to know each other.
초면 대화.
How many are there in your family?
가족이 모두 몇 명이십니까?
How many are there in your family? There are 5 in my family.
우리 식구는 5명입니다.
There are 5 in my family. There are 6 of us all together.
전부 6명입니다.
There are 6 of us all together. My father is a businessman.
제 아버지는 사업가이십니다.
My father is a businessman. My father runs a bookstore.
제 아버지는 서점을 운영하십니다.
My father runs a bookstore. My father works for the government.
제 아버지는 공무원이십니다.
My father works for the government. My mother is a housewife.
어머니는 가정주부이십니다.
My mother is a housewife. I'm the oldest son in my family.
저는 장남입니다.
I'm the oldest son in my family. I'm the youngest in my family.
저는 막내입니다.
I'm the youngest in my family. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
형제가 몇 분이십니까?
How many brothers and sisters do you have? May I ask how old you are?
연세가 어떻게 되십니까?
May I ask how old you are? I just turned 25.
이제 갓 25살이 되었습니다.
I just turned 25. Guess how old I am.
제가 몇 살인지 맞춰보세요.
Guess how old I am. Where are you working now?
지금 어디서 근무하십니까?
Where are you working now? I'm with Samsung Electronics Corporation.
저는 삼성전자에서 근무합니다.
I'm with Samsung Electronics Corporation. This is my business card.
제 명함입니다.
This is my business card. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
오래전부터 한번 만나 뵙고 싶었습니다.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. I've heard a great deal about you.
당신에 대해서는 얘기 많이 들었습니다.
I've heard a great deal about you. Mr. Kelly, meet Mrs. Bush here.
켈리 씨, 이쪽은 부시 부인입니다.
Mr. Kelly, meet Mrs. Bush here. Have you met Jane's boyfriend yet?
제인의 남자친구와 인사했나요?
Have you met Jane's boyfriend yet? I can see the resemblance.
그러고 보니까 닮았네요.
I can see the resemblance. You look much more like your father.
아버지를 훨씬 더 닮으셨네요.
You look much more like your father. I went to the airport to meet his plane.
그 사람을 맞이하러 공항에 갔습니다.
I went to the airport to meet his plane. What a small world.
세상 참 좁군요.
What a small world. Is this your first trip to Korea?
한국에는 처음 오셨습니까?
Is this your first trip to Korea? What's your first impression of Seoul?
서울에 대한 첫인상이 어떻습니까?
What's your first impression of Seoul? What impressed you most about Korea?
한국에서 가장 인상적인 것은 무엇이었습니까?
What impressed you most about Korea? Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
라스베가스에 가보신 적이 있습니까?
Have you ever been to Las Vegas? May I ask where you are from?
실례지만 고향이 어디이십니까?
May I ask where you are from?